Hello friends, good morning. I'm Aarti. I'm going to dictate you exercise number 29 from 700 Common Words book. Please like the video, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. 5 seconds. Start. Today we have so many different means of getting comfortably and quickly from one place to another that we perhaps do not value some of these means as much as we ought. In the early days of man's development, he had to walk or to run if he desired to get from one place to another. Then, after many years, he discovered that he could sit on the back of an animal if he moved on land, and in this way he sat at ease while the animal labored for him. The animal used naturally differed in different countries. A very important development came when men discovered that they could move across water. The object that carried them over the water in those far off days could not be called a ship as we understand that word today. Poor as the methods may have been, however, they did let men reach places that would be otherwise cut off by water. For thousands of years, there was no development beyond this. There existed no quick means of movement. Life was simple and hard. But things do not stand still. We must, we are told, move onwards or move back, and men seem always to have desired to move forward, no matter what point they reach. They always see something more calling them onwards. Out of this desire for a better material life came good roads, big ships, railways, motor cars, and planes. So used are we to wonderful planes and to powerful motor cars that we are in danger of undervaluing the railway, that rather out of date method of moving across the country. Few people in these days use the railway for pleasure. They use it because it is a useful means of getting somewhere reasonably quickly. If a friend tells us that he is going somewhere by plane, we are immediately interested. If he tells us that he has bought a handsome new car and is going to such and such a place, we are likely to be interested. If he is going overseas in one of the large and modern ships, all his friends will want to see him off. Let him go by rail. However, no one will take the smallest interest in him. Railways are all right in their way, but they are not news. Yet, the railway has played an important part in the greatness of our country. Railways have quite a long history if we go back to the times when the trains were laid by horses. But they have a history of only 100 or so years when we speak of the railway in its modern form. The present heavy railway with great engines and iron or steel railway lines was developed in this country, and from here it was soon sent to most parts of the world. The English built railways were found not only in this country but in other countries overseas, and in a remarkably short time engines were carrying trains full of people and goods at rates as high as those used today. These rates do not seem very remarkable today, used as we are to hearing of planes moving at 500 or 1,000 miles an hour, but they seemed very remarkable to people 100 years ago. There were no motor cars, and the hours was used as the quickest, safest, and best means of getting about on roads that were, for the most part, very bad indeed. Quite a small distances often took days to cover. In such conditions as these, it is natural that the railway seemed a thing of most outstanding importance. It is certain that without it, this country could not have gone forward in the wonderful way it has. It is doubtful whether even the plane in this age has really been so important for the country as the train was in the earlier age. In the building of railways, this country led the world, but in recent years, certain other countries have shown more drive in keeping their railways clean and up to date. Stop.